everyone, and welcome to my review for Season 1 of the Book of Boba Fett. So, at the end of Season 2 of Mandalorian, they introduce Boba Fett into its own show, and the way they ended it was kind of like, okay, they're going to do something with Boba Fett. And then I found out that they are making his own show, which I thought, great. It's the same writing team as Mandalorian. This was very up and down. It was kind of like a roller coaster. I think the first two episodes were very cool and very inventive of what happened to Boba between the events of Return of the Jedi and Mandalorian, because that's what I wanted them to answer, and they did it in those two episodes, and I thought it was great. But then at the same time, in those two episodes, it was cutting back and forth between the past and the present, but it was more lingering on the past. And then after that, they then focus on the present, which is where it kind of got slow. I think episodes 3 and 4 were definitely like, okay, can we speed it up here? And it was really kind of dragging for a little bit. So I'm like, I was hoping like, can we get a little move on? Then in the third part of the season, they did something that I was expecting. Because yeah, it was something where it was like, okay, you have to come in and save this. So this really felt like Mandalorian 2.5, because this really kind of set up season 3 of Mandalorian, which comes out, I think they said this Christmas, because they were focusing on this. So, and I'm just going to say it, they brought back Mando. Which when they did, it was like really awesome. And yeah, I was kind of expecting that. And they did it, and I was just like, okay, look, it was episode 6. I think that was my favorite episode of the season, because it was an episode just solely focusing on him. And then the next episode came out, which I believe 7 was the finale. And I was like, okay, this is a nice way to wrap this up. Problems with it, it was a bit too slow. When they introduced the gang of like rebellious kids that have like they've like morphed or like modified their bodies with technology, I was honestly thinking, when did this turn into cyberpunk? And then there was at the end of, I think it was episode 3 or 4, there's this like chase scene that was very much reminded me of Back to the Future, like so much. Even like towards the end when they get him, I was like, oh my god, you couldn't be more on the nose than that. So I was going like, this needs to pick up. And then when Mando shows up, it's like, all right, this picked up. And then when Grogu then shows up, it picks up even more. And Grogu's decision, I thought, because it was Grogu and Mando's chemistry in the show that made the show work so well. Yeah, the action was cool. Yeah, the story was cool, but it was their chemistry. Where Grogu was like a little kid that was constantly like poking Mando with a stick. It was just funny, and it was very adorable. So it that they made the show, and without them, the show would be lost. So I'm I was happy with the way they ended it, and this did get picked up for another season. I'm just hoping that it does pick up quite a bit. I'm really hoping it does. So for a while it was at average, and then towards the last two episodes it then picked up to a great. Yeah, if it's the same, it's all the same writing team as Mandalorian, and directing team as well. I just wish that it wasn't as slow. But yeah, that's my review for season 1 of Book of Boba Fett. Hope you liked the review. Let me know what movies or TV shows you want me to review in the future, and I'll see you next time.